Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Monday. And as we all know, Bitcoin has taken a dip, and we all know, should all know, that dips are for buying, not for crying. So, what we're going to do today, of course, jump into the Bitcoin price. Duh, obviously. We're going to jump into, where we could possibly go. How low can we go? And we'll see what's going on with the S&P. And then we're going to also see what's going on with coin and also the mining stocks as well. So we're going to check all that out. Make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get $10 free Bitcoin, wire up to $10 million, and start to accumulate your Bitcoin on Swan. Great place to stack. Not only that, you can set up your reoccurring buys. That way you can just buy on autopilot and automatically withdraw without having to think about it. Just shout out to Swan. Also, guys, make sure you guys head over to bitcoin-fiatdad.com or scan this QR code to pre-order my new book, Bitcoin Dad Fiat Dad, coming out soon. And make sure you go get that, and it'll be out around the having time of next year. So, who's excited for the Bitcoin halving? Who's excited for the ETF? Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on X, hit that like button for me. And let's jump right into the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price. All right, guys. So we're looking at the Bitcoin chart right now. All right, so here we have the 1 hour chart. Let's go ahead and make this full screen. All right, so right now we did take a dip. I did have this alert here. I think it was on another chart. I had an alert if we came down past 42,000. It went off. We came down, retested this moving average, and then came right back down. So we are in a bullish trend right now. Obviously, these trades did not go through. So, that's why you have a stop loss. That way you don't lose or over leverage and lose all your money that you're trading with. So right now we can see we do have a green dot down below, or blue dot with a green arrow down below. Very, very oversold. So we had a lot of Bitcoin sold at 9 o'clock last night. Came back, retested, and we're coming back down. So healthy correction, healthy pullback. I was expecting a pullback after we did hit 45,000, so I was expecting 48 to 50, as you can see here, $1,000 range and then pullback, but looks like we got to pull back much sooner. We had 8 weeks in a row of straight green candles, so it's not a surprise that we have a correction, right? That we have a pullback, we have traders taking profits, et cetera, et cetera. And then I did see that Senator Warren introduced the bill. So I'm sure that has something to do with it as well. However, Bitcoin doesn't care, right? Bitcoin don't care. All right, so on the hourly chart, looks like we're starting to head up. So that's a good look, but I did check out the charts earlier, and we were coming down. So that 4-hour red dot, 3 o'clock on Saturday, gave us the indication that, hey, we're starting to come down, and the momentum was lower, right? So the momentum is pretty high here. Pretty high momentum here. Make this bigger? No. All right, pretty high here, and then as you can see here, we have this red dot, and the momentum is much lower, and then we start to come down. Money flow is still thick, but as you can see here, you can see money flow start to come down. RSI, stochastic RSI, both headed down, and now we're oversold on the 4-hour. Let's look at the 6-hour, headed down. 8-hour, headed down. 12-hour, headed down strongly on the 12-hour. Look at that. And then we got the red dot here, which is on Wednesday the 6th. So we got a red dot, pumped up a little bit more, and then started to head down. Money flow looks like it's coming down on the 12-hour as well, so that's not looking good. And VWAP is also headed down. Let's look at the daily. Daily chart looks horrible. However, not chart, but the candle. This one red candle looks terrible. And I did state that I do expect this to possibly come down. I have this line here, so I'm obviously must have drew this line for a reason. So I did say it wouldn't surprise me if we did pull back to the $42,000 range, and we came back past that. So came all the way down to 40,000. We liquidated a bunch of longs. So that looks like what happened when you over leverage and you're a little bit too bullish. You know, you could never be too bullish on Bitcoin, but some traders do 50x leverage, like myself, right? But I do baby trades and I use a stop loss. So here we're coming down on the weekly. So not looking too good. However, this could be the first momentum wave up. So weekly looks good. Let's look at the 2-week. Still looking for that target of 49 to 50,000 because that's the fib 618.618. All right, so that's looking like that's good. I didn't check the 2-day. 2-day red dot, not looking good. All right, guys. So looks like we could be coming down, which is great because that means Bitcoin's coming on sale, on sale, on sale. Now, I think we could come back down to 37, 38. Unfortunately, we can come back down to these levels. I think we will, especially since we have these red dots. Red dot, red dot. Starting to turn up on the 4-hour, so we'll see how this plays out. Again, on the 1-hour as well, it's starting to look better. So what I'll do is I'll put an alert for when we do pass the lows. I'll send that alert out per usual. Let's look at coin. Coin starting to come up. We did gap down. Still, almost hit the 148 alert. Didn't come up past the 148. Came back down. Looks like we're starting to turn, and then also looks like we are starting to come back green for the money flow. So that's 1-hour chart. Let's look at the 4-hour for coin. In this range, 148 to 130. We're in that range. All right, let's look at the daily. Coming down on the daily, I might have to close my trade and take a little bit of a loss. Maybe enter in a little bit lower, but we shall see. We shall see. 1 day, 1 week. Not looking good on the weekly either. All right, so we're going to see how that plays out. XPX or SPY 418. So today we hit an all-time high or yearly high for the SPY, right? Because this was 2022. Yep. Yep. So the yearly high. Got a lot of sells in this area is looking like. Look at the daily. Man, that's crazy. All right, so 480, sorry, is the high. 479, almost 480 is the high for SPY. Wouldn't surprise me if we did hit that target as well. And drew the fibs here on the weekly for SPX. Came down, hit all the targets. And this was a high in July. And then we came down. And now we're right back up to the highs from July. All right, cool. That's SPX. Let's look at Mara real quick. Mara, I'm assuming Mara, Riot, Hut all look like coin. This is exactly what I was looking at. We're looking at the daily, looking at the weekly. Yeah. My targets still remain for these mining stocks. So just be on the lookout for that. Great buying opportunity. Let's look at Riot. All right. Looking the same. 1 day. Coming down on Riot. Hut 8. Hut. Coming down on Hut. Coming down on everything, guys. Everything. I'm not sure what fibs I drew for that, but I'll redo that on the weekly. Sheesh. I don't think I did. I haven't done Hut in a while. So Hut, we're going to touch 43. 8 into 43. That's a nice little percentage gain right there. Let's look at that. 4x. Even at 33. 3x. 28. 240. 2x. Got the highs. And 66. All right, so just showing you guys these levels and what I look at when I'm looking at charts. So that was Hut, Mara. We did Riot. We did Coin. We did Bitcoin. All right, so let's jump into some tweets. Dips are for buying, not for crying. So I hope you've been buying on the dip, and I hope you got some dry powder on the side. And be careful again if you're trading. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and liking, share, subscribing. If you're watching on X, hit that like button for me, please. And let's jump into some tweets because again, I did see that Senator Warren introduced a bill, and I did not get to see it because I haven't been online too much throughout the day. Okay. Make no mistake, the bill that Senator Warren has introduced in the Senate and continues to gather momentum would be a de facto ban on self-custody and peer-to-peer transactions in the United States. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so I want to know what you guys think in the comments. I don't think this would pass. I mean, unless we don't say anything, right, and we let it pass. But self-custody and P2P transactions, ban on that. I don't think that would be too good. I don't think that would be dope at all. I think that would be actually detrimental and lame as hell. Already on top of all the lame regulations that they have in place for normal people. So let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, she's definitely the Karen. All right, Warren lied about the crypto ban being used by Hamas in North Korea. Now she's sponsoring a bill that will effectively ban crypto in the United States. Never forget, these people hate you. We will fight back. We will win. All right, so Bitcoin don't care. We don't care. You can try to regulate Bitcoin all you want, but you can't regulate Bitcoin. So I definitely want to touch on that, which I think is the reason why we're seeing such a downward momentum on Bitcoin right now. I don't know why, in general, because you shouldn't be selling your Bitcoin anyway. But dips are for buying, not for crying, and that's the whole point of Bitcoin is for you to be able to transact peer to peer. So you know, there's nothing they can really do to stop that, except for try to punish you for doing that. So let's see. Jump into some tweets. If you guys need some business funding, guess what? You're in luck. We can help you get anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 or more in business credit, so you can scale and grow your business, or even start a business, or invest in real estate, or whatever it is that you want to do. And now you have capital to do so. So you can use the bank's money, leverage the bank's money to make money, pay them back, rinse, wash, and repeat. Okay. All right. So you guys can do that. So just let me know if you guys need help. Click on this tweet and click on the link, and we can help you guys out by setting up a consultation. We'll talk to you guys, tell you guys everything that you need to know to get set up. As long as you have a 680 credit score or higher, you're good to go with that. Let's scroll down. I think I skipped something. Yes, I did. If you need your personal credit repaired, we can help you out with your personal credit, which we've already talked about. All the links will be in the description and Twitter. All right, so make sure you guys go check that out. Let's see here. Shout out to Myron Golden. Man, you guys gotta watch Myron Golden's videos if you want to learn some great insight. If you're watching, make sure you please hit that like, share, subscribe. Shout out to everybody on X, aka Twitter. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Excellent. So let me go over this real quick. Is the credit card and authorized users for your child. So this is great because if you have a child that's 13 years of older, you can add them onto your Amex, and they'll have great credit by the time they're 18. Bank of America, no minimum age. Citibank, no minimum age. Capital One, no minimum age. Chase credit card, no minimum age, and Wells Fargo. Discover they have to be 15 and US Bank is 16. So the reason why you want to do this is because you want to put yourself in a position to put your kids in a position to have great credit when they're 18 so they can do exactly what I'm telling you guys to do is to leverage your credit to make money. They can own real estate. They could buy Bitcoin. They could start a business. They can cash flow and, start that way versus us versus how we got most people like myself, right? Most people did not learn about credit and don't know how to use your credit properly. And so when you're 18, you get that one credit card in the mail and you don't really know how to use it, but you know you got some money on it, and then you use it, and then you don't pay it back and all that good stuff, right? So instead of setting your kids up for failure, you want to set your kids up for success by first of all teaching them how to use credit, teaching them about taxes, teaching them about the things that they're not going to teach the kids in school, right? It's your responsibility to teach your kids about financial literacy, not the school. Their job is to teach you how to be a NPC, rat, slave, whatever you want to call it, right? So make sure you are teaching your kids about all the things you didn't learn so that way they can be better than you, right? So make sure you add your kids on as an AU, add your kids on as an AU, as you guys can see here. Sorry for not being able to share the screen, but now you guys can see. If you guys want, like I said, head over to Twitter and you guys can screenshot that and put your kids in a position to do better. All right. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Had a friend leave a tweet. Have a tweet. I had a friend that said, "Oh, he deleted the tweet. Oh, what a lame." My boy NASA said that Bitcoin will never be gold, and I said that's right. He said it's too volatile. It's that and the third, and I said never be gold. That's right. Gold could never do what Bitcoin did. Millions of percent. This chart tracks gold versus Bitcoin performance from $1 invested on the 6th of October 2009 when Bitcoin first had a market price. $1 worth of Bitcoin then is worth $38,506,100. Gold is worth $1.94. So you're absolutely right. Anybody, it's funny because when Bitcoin dips, everybody loves the negativity travels a lot faster and farther than the positivity. So I had to, I gotta, y'all know me, man. If I see you talking crazy, I'm gonna have to check you with the facts, right? With the facts. All right, let's see. Let's jump into CoinGlass. I think that's all the tweets for today. Let's look at these liquidations. Every time I come on this app, it's different. Let's jump to the 24-hour. 150 million dollars in longs liquidated for Bitcoin. 100 million in Ethereum liquidated, and others 70 million. In the past 24 hours, 127,867 traders were liquidated. Total liquidations equaling 520 million, almost half of, that's pretty much half a billion. The largest liquidation was on BitMEX, and that was on Link, valued at 33 million. Dang. So in 24 hours, one single liquidation happened on Link long. It was for 33 million, and then the rest were just other traders. So wow, that's crazy. Look at that. That's why I told you guys, hey, don't over leverage and be careful and don't trade unless you know what you're doing. Um, and trade with the baby bag, right? Stack your Bitcoin and chill. It's my recommendation. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on exchanges. We have a ton of Bitcoin being put back on the exchanges. On Binance, 18,000, 6,000 in the last 24 hours, 18,000 in the last 7 days, but still 10,000 have been removed from the exchange, and then 2,000 from Coinbase in the last 30 days, 7 days, 962, and then 31 have been added on in the last 24 hours. So let's scroll down here and look at. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, cool. 1.825. So I feel like a lot of the Bitcoin that were bought came right back onto exchanges to dump. Hence why we have our dump. But it's all good, guys, because long term, Bitcoin is still going to win. Haters are going to hate. And we're going to continue to stack our Bitcoin and chill. So that was Coin Glass. We looked over the liquidations. We looked over Bitcoin on exchanges. We looked over all the charts. Excellent. I got another confirmation here when Bitcoin's oversold. Like I just said a moment ago, Bitcoin is extremely oversold. In the 1 hour, let's zoom in. All right, so I think that the bears are going to get clapped up next. I think there's a lot of shorts right now that are expecting us to dip further. We did do a nice correction. I think we came down 7% if I'm not mistaken. 8%. We're down to 5% right now. All right, cool. So yeah, we took a nice little dip. Reset the RSI, came back down, oversold. It looks like RSI, stochastic RSI heading up, VWAP headed up, money flow headed up. But keep in mind that this could be a retest, come up a little bit more before coming back down. Hopefully we don't do that, but just keep in mind that we're still got these red dots on the higher time frames. So I'll be excited when I see a 4 hour green dot. Then I'll be all right. But until then, be cautious. If you got some dry powder, continue to stack away DCA. And with that being said, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. When to hop on, make sure you guys know that dips are for buying, not for crying. Continue to do the best that you can. And I'm getting alerts from CoinGlass that a lot of Bitcoin are being transferred to Coinbase right now. So again, just be careful. I was saying that we could come back down to this area here, which wouldn't surprise me. 38. Let's see where we can come down to. There's a lot of buys in this area. So 37. We don't know, right? I don't know how low we can go. We can only just look left. Let's see. We have support here. We have support here. And we have resistance here. Okay, so I think my conclusion of today's FUD and my conclusion of today's news is that they are trying to scare all the Ned Flanders out of the market and get you guys shook. You know, they're going to play whale games, right? They're going to transfer funds. They're going to transfer Bitcoin to the exchanges, make it look like they're going to, dump. Maybe they will dump. Who knows what they're going to do? But they're going to cause massive FUD, not only with the senators and legislation and regulation, but also, whales are going to manipulate the price, and exchanges can see what's going on. They're going to liquidate you because they have the power to do so. That's why I tell you just to stack your Bitcoin and chill, and don't over leverage, and don't trade unless you know what you're doing. And if you are going to trade, use a baby bag, and just stack your Bitcoin and chill, guys. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great Monday. Head over to bitcoindadfiatdad.com or just all right. So with that being said, I had to cut to the other camera because again, this iPhone camera just be acting crazy for some reason. But let's see if we can get back. All right, we're back. All right. So with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Make sure you scan this QR code. Make sure you follow me on IG at Chris9407, Facebook Chris9407, and obviously Twitter Chris9407. And if you have not already, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. Get your $10 free Bitcoin at swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Take care, you guys.